end of him. So there you go. Welcome to Black Country Matters. It's me, Paul Collins, and a special welcome to my guest, Emma Howett. Hi, Emma.
Hello. It's nice to be here.
How are you? Goodness me, you're coming through nice and clear.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Emma is from Worcester. She's going to be a guest on the local music hour. Which is coming up at about 10th of July, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's right.
July.
She's going to come along and perform and sing at the moment. But she's come along today very bravely because she's got a bit of a cold, which it's very good of her. But she's involved in so many other things, and I thought if we spent all the time talking about these other things while she was here to play our music in 3 weeks' time, we wouldn't have time for either of them, really. So she's also got a single coming out, Things That We Don't Say, and we're going to talk about that as well. What we will do is find out, like we always like to do from our music guests, is how you got into becoming a musician, a performer, rather than just listening to music the way that most people do.
Well, I've always written songs since I was about 11. I think I started. I found a guitar in the attic, and it was a terrible sort of nylon string acoustic guitar, and I got into sort of writing quite rubbish songs, and I've just always written songs.
So was it one of those Spanish tourist guitars?
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, it sounded terrible.
I think there's one in our attic as well. So yeah,
got like a big crack along the top. It was completely ruined. But that's how I first got into writing songs, and then just kept doing it.
And been doing it ever since.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've improved a little bit since then.
Anybody, can you identify any influences on your music? We'll talk about your style of music, which I must admit I was surprised by, but delighted by when I heard it. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, shall we say. We'll talk about your music in maybe the next segment. But maybe people who kind of inspired you way back when you found the guitar, or
okay, yeah, there's one for sure. So the Queen album, the white one, A Night at the Opera.
Night at the Opera, yes.
I remember I put that on the record player. My mum had a copy of it. Put it on the record player, and I was just instantly inspired by, I think the first song on that is Death on Two Legs. And I was just, that was it. I was a Queen fan for life, and it's the harmonies, and that's really inspired me. And
the production as well.
Yeah.
Goes into it, because, the songs are fine, and when you hear, because on the local music hour, people come in and sometimes they cover stuff and in a acoustic version, and you actually perhaps you hear the lyrics a bit clearer when people do that. But what you don't appreciate until you hear a song done that way is the production and the layers. The layers, exactly, the other two I think of that are very similar to that. 10cc are a bit like that. And also ELO, of course, as well.
All those like layers of harmony and synth and layered up guitar even. Yeah, and I was itching to get into recording with layers. This was quite a long time ago when, you don't have computers. You just had like a tape machine, and I was trying to figure out how to record layers. I had
a girl in, I think she's 15. She was 15 turning 16, so her parents had to go in with her. And she'd done some tracks which she sang along to, the backing tracks she'd done herself. And they were professional studios, so she'd done it on her iPad at home.
Well, yeah. It's amazing what you can do these days. You hear something, you think, oh, this must have been done professionally, and it was recorded in GarageBand or something like that. Yeah. You think, how did they do that?
What about more current people, more contemporary people that either you like or maybe you think, oh, that's an idea, and I can borrow that.
Well, I try not to borrow ideas too much.
No. Or maybe inspire you to do something rather than borrow it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really into, I hate this phrase, but female-fronted bands, so female musicians.
Yeah.
Particularly, I'm into Sunflower Bean at the moment. Absolutely love Sunflower Bean, because they mix a sort of really melodic stuff, but with some heavy guitars and stuff like that. Mia Follick, I love. She's got really poppy sounds. Again, there's lots of layered harmonies, but catchy melodies. I love a good hook, but nothing too obvious. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the sound of that. Brilliant. Okay, we should stop for the moment and come back and talk a little bit more to my special guest, Emma, after these and something from Wet, Wet, Wet and Lightning Seeds. That's here next on Black Country Radio. Black Country. Lightning Seeds, how good was that? Sunshine, before that, opening up the second part of the show, Wet, Wet, Wet and Good Night Girl. It's not good night, it's good afternoon, and welcome to Emma Howett, who's my guest. She's coming in to sing and perform for us in about 3 weeks' time in a local music hour, but she's also got a single out called The Things That We Don't Say, which we shall be playing and talking about in a moment or two. Your music, well, first of all, I don't know how representative The Things We Don't Say is of your music, but is it sound the same as the rest of the stuff you do? Terrible question to ask anybody.
Well, my solo stuff tends to be a bit of a mixed bag. So I've got there's some quite sort of heavier stuff in there, but I guess it's more representative of my band, which is called Chevy Chased on My Wife.
Okay. Which is a fantastic name. Yeah.
I mean, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So why blame Chevy Chase for stealing your wife? That's what
I don't know. I think well, I mean, he just did, didn't he? And I'm not over it yet.
Yeah. Never mind. It's a digression. I was going to ask you at some point, but not necessarily on air. But I've said it now. So what does it matter? What does it matter? Yeah. So the single is more like that because on your Facebook page, on your music Facebook page, it actually talks about your sound having a punk kind of sound as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I assumed as you'd written that it was true, but
I'm not sure. I don't remember writing that. No, okay. I'm not trying to describe it as punk necessarily. It's catchy melodic pop rock.
Yeah,
I think
certainly from what I've heard of the things that we don't say, I would go with that.
Yeah, not too heavy, but my solo stuff tends to be a bit more poppy and electro. It's a real mixed bag. Whatever I write and I like, I just there it is. Put it out to the world and see what they think.
Take us through the songwriting process when you're writing your own stuff. Do you tend to start with music, or do you start with words, or is there no particular pattern to it?
It doesn't tend to be a pattern. What normally happens is I'll be doing the hoovering or something, or the washing up, and a phrase will come to me, or a little melodic, riff will come to me, and I'll go, oh, I've got to stop doing the washing up now because I've got to go and start writing this song. Or the other way is that I think of weird sentences, and I write them down in my phone. And normally a song will start with a weird sentence.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of an example now. We got one written down that was, my friend will like this. It was, I didn't choose the weatherman life. The weatherman life chose me.
Wow.
And like that kind of, just a random sentence, and I'll turn that into a song.
And even in the way that you said it, I didn't choose the weatherman life, the weatherman life. It's got a kind of, almost there's a melody to it when you say it, isn't there?
Yeah, and that's how they sort of, I don't know where they come from. They just sort of come out of the sky and land on my head, and I write them down.
And you've said already, because what we also like to find out is how people don't lose those flashes of genius and inspiration that come to them. And you've already said the phone.
Yeah, the phone actually is such a great tool, because you can either you can sing a little bit into your sound recorder, or you can write down stuff. So I guess it's easier than having a notepad. But in the old days, I used to have one of those little tape recorders.
Yeah, one of those the dictaphone things.
Yeah, that's it, a dictaphone, to try and record ideas. But then when you're walking along the street, you do feel a bit of a weirdo, just sort of...
Well, I suppose pre-mobile phone, holding something small in your hand and talking into it would have looked a bit weird, wouldn't it? But it's not odd at all today, is it?
That's got rid of the stigma of walking along singing to yourself. So that's good for me.
Yeah, or reduce the stigma of it somewhat.
Reduce the stigma
of it somewhat. Absolutely brilliant. What you're also doing, which we're going to talk about next, is you're doing some challenges, which all relates to the reason for the single that we're going to be talking about at the end, and we'll talk about those in a moment or two. That will be after these, and a little bit of music from Bon Jovi and the Beatles. They're all next.
Black Country Radio.
Beatles, and You Gotta Hide Your Love Away, and before that, starting off this part of the show, Bon Jovi, and Always. Welcome back to Black Country Matters with me, Paul Collins, here on Black Country Radio, and my special guest, Emma Howett. Her new single, Things That We Don't Say, we're going to play that at the end of the show. It is a charity single. We'll talk about what it's about a little bit later on, but it's part of something that you're doing called your challenges, so maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about the background to it all and everything like that. Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to raise money for cancer research.
Okay.
And I set a target of £1,000. And I say do what you know. So I thought I'm going to be an idiot because I'm good at that. So I thought people can sponsor me to do anything within reason.
Okay.
There were terms and conditions like, don't do anything that would harm other people or myself, and nothing mean or nasty. So in the spirit of charity. So people could sponsor me to do whatever they wanted, basically.
Okay.
So we started off with getting all my, neighbours mostly, to come and throw eggs at me. That was the inaugural challenge.
Okay. Actual eggs.
Actual eggs.
Yeah.
They're quite hard, actually.
Fresh eggs, not hard-boiled ones.
Not hard-boiled.
Fresh eggs.
Fresh, delicious eggs.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to add that any food wasted, we donated food back to the Trussell Trust, the food bank, because food waste at this time.
Trust is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else I have to do? I had to do a sponsored silence for 24 hours, and I could only communicate with interpretive dance.
Wow.
That was really difficult because I talk a lot.
How do you interpretively dance, Marmite and toast or something like that?
Well, you have to envisage the Marmite and experience the toast. It was really difficult.
Yeah. I can imagine, doing that for a drink or something like that.
Yeah, but you've got to dance it.
Or, hot drink or something, but you've actually got to dance it.
I just did the movement, but that doesn't come across very well on the radio.
And the people you were interpreting it to or for, did they get the message?
Yeah, well, that one was actually my sister did that one.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yes.
So you're on a wavelength?
Yeah, I think she understood what I was trying to say. What else? I mean, there was loads and loads. All these are on my YouTube because they were all filmed.
Oh, wow.
So you can see me making an idiot out of myself on my YouTube channel.
But that's I think that's doubly brave of you, really, because not only to do it but also to document it.
Yeah,
as well.
doubly brave.
I mean, in one sense, it kind of proves to the people who are sponsoring you to do it that you've actually done it.
Yes.
But then to put it out there virtually forever.
Yes, I mean,
yeah.
The worst one I did, I'll just because this one was quite exciting, because I had to eat some dog food.
Okay.
And it was delicious. No, it wasn't delicious. It tasted disgusting.
Okay.
So that's
So what do you mean? Just like out of a tin dog food?
And dog biscuits.
Dog biscuits I can understand.
They didn't taste very nice.
No. I had an amusing story, which I think I was in Kidderminster the other week on a Saturday, and it's like a market stall thing around the main streets, and there's this stall that sells dog biscuits and stuff, and this bloke, a rather large chap, waddled over to it, and he thought, "Oh, I look nice," and he put this cheese-flavoured dog biscuit into his mouth and started eating it.
Oh no!
And the stallholder and I were just standing there with our jaws dropped, could not believe. And he actually got as far as ordering some of these when it was actually pointed out to him that they were in fact dog biscuits, and he said, "Oh, I don't mind, they taste all right." Basically,
there's a man who knows what he likes.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, the trick he'd missed, he could have been sponsored and filmed for YouTube, didn't he? Couldn't
he could have done.
Right. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you with my...
Oh, no, that's fine.
Dog biscuit eating man.
The dog food one was actually the one that pushed us over the £1,000 target, because when I posted that, I think people were like, "Wow, okay, that's disgusting."
I think of all the ones you mentioned so far, prior to that one, most people would have thought, "Yeah, I could have a go at that," but nobody would envy you the dog food one. I don't think.
No.
But you lived to tell the tale.
I lived, yeah. I mean, I was ill for like 3 days.
Let's not go into details about that. Didn't have any other effects. You didn't have to sort of lie on your back and have your tummy stick or something like that.
Well, I mean, that's fine as well.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on.
What else did I do? I did a 10-minute hula hoop. Turns out it's hard to hula hoop for 10 minutes, but that was fine.
And it stayed up?
Yeah.
Wow. Was somebody timing it?
Yeah, I had a clock. I timed it myself.
Wow.
So destroyed my ab. Another really hard one. You know the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel?
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah, that's the easy bit.
There's a lot of words in that song.
Yeah. Well, I was challenged to learn the whole song in 48 hours.
There are a lot of words in that song, because there's almost like a rapping to the music bit, isn't there? When he rattles off a load of stuff.
Yeah. There's 9 verses.
Because I play that on a 70s and 80s show.
Yeah, it's a great song. I love it.
It's a lovely song.
Joel.
But the middle bit, where there would be a middle 8, it's just him rapping.
Yeah, so I learned that.
Yeah.
That's also on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I had to sing purposely out of tune. So we did a gig with the band, and I was sponsored to sing really badly on purpose. That was really embarrassing.
I can imagine. My guest for 3 o'clock Garrington is sitting over in the corner because he's arrived nice on time, and we've both got the same look on our face basically about that. That must be very difficult. I mean, it's easy for me to sing out of tune because I can't sing in tune, so I mean there's no effort for me whatsoever, but it must be very difficult and quite annoying for a musician to sing out of tune.
It was. I made a little sign that said, "I'm doing this on purpose," and I got my friend to stand in front of me with the sign that said, "I'm doing it on purpose." Just in case, because new people were walking into the venue.
So were you consistently out of tune?
Just the chorus. Okay. All the choruses I had to do out of tune.
Okay,
So before I started singing the chorus, I went, "I'm very sorry."
Oh, but that's quite nice because the verse proved you could sing.
Yeah.
And then people were like, it was like the tricky bit on the trapeze stuff. They knew that the bit was coming where you had to sing
Yeah.
it. What's she going to do this time, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
It was
wow.
still embarrassing. But, so that was good.
Yeah.
What else did I do? I had to choose a tattoo for one of my friends.
All right.
That was...
Choose a tattoo.
Choose a tattoo. I mean...
Did they like it?
Well...
Well, two things. Did they like it? And have they had it done?
I haven't had it done yet.
Oh, okay.
I drew one, which was an eggshell with an octopus coming out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah. To be fair, they don't have to do that. Maybe I'll pick another one.
That might be one for, lower shoulder or something.
Yeah,
like that.
somewhere hidden.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Like soul foot.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I had to walk around with a sticker on my forehead all day.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's to say, was the one that said
Yeah,
moist?
you can say it. I don't want to say it. So I hate that word.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I
Yes.
hate that word.
Yes, so Emma hates the word moist. I don't know why. M-O-I-S-T.
It's a horrible word.
She hates it. But anyway, she had to walk around with a sticker saying, it looked like a bit of Band-Aid or something, wasn't it?
It was just a label from a parcel.
Oh, okay.
And it got really stuck to my forehead. I waxed my eyebrows off. And then I forgot I had it on. I went to Tesco Express. And I forgot I had this sticker on my forehead. So, that was a good day.
It reminds me, I went to some conference in Reading, and they gave you a sticker with your name on it and who you were. And then I went around Reading to get a bit of shopping on the way home. Yeah. And I went to Marks and Spencer's. And the lady said, do you want anything else, Paul? And I thought, I've never met this woman in my life. And of course, I still got the conference label on me as well. That's brilliant. So, but you've got through the £1,000 barrier.
Yes.
So what's the current total with you?
£1,045.
Okay. So I know you asked this question before elsewhere, but what was your favourite of the? We gathered the dog food was the least favourite. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What was your favourite one?
Favourite time? That's really difficult. I'll tell you. Well, one of them, my friend and neighbour Esther, challenged me to eat a really sour sweet.
Ooh.
Like one of those toxic waste sweets, you know those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to a Tim Vine gig in Epsom, and she asked Tim Vine to eat one of them with me. So that was cool, just because it was fun.
Because it was Tim Vine.
Because it was Tim Vine.
Have you guys that on video as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's on my YouTube channel. Check it out.
Okay, we'll have details of that in a moment.
Cool.
Emma, for the moment, thank you very much. We're going to go for a moment or two. When we come back, we're going to have a little bit of music from the Small Faces and the Kooks, and then we're going to have a little quick chat with Emma and hear her sing all the things that we don't say. They're all next.
Black Country Radio.
The final part of the show, Small Faces and Ichiku Park. My guest this afternoon has been Emma Howett. She's got a single out. It's called The Things That We Don't Say. We're going to play it. Would you like to introduce it?
I would. This is my new single, which is in aid of cancer research, and it's called The Things That We Don't Say.
Makes you happy, I want to do it. It's not like me to say it, but I Whatever makes it easier, we all should do it. It's not like us to say it, but we can prove it. They don't teach it in school, but they really should. How to reach out to somebody you love. There are things it's hard to say, but we do it. There are things that we don't say, but we prove it. Things we don't say, we don't say, but we don't say. It's hard to say, but we do it. It's hard to say, but we do it. There are things that we don't say, but we prove it. The things we don't say, we don't say, we don't say. Things that we don't
My single, The Things That We Don't Say. That was me, Emma Howett.
Brilliant. Tell us about where we can get it and, how it's going and all that sort
Okay,
of stuff.
so you can listen to it on all the good streaming services, Spotify, Google Play. It's on YouTube. Basically, anywhere you can stream music, you can get it. Also, I made a video for this song, which is stop motion, so little plasticine characters.
It's a kind of like a morph effect
Yeah,
on
like
it, hasn't
morph.
it? Yeah.
But like low budget morph.
Yeah.
Or no
Is it
budget.
actual plasticine?
Yeah, it's Play-Doh.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the cover.
Yeah, there's two little dudes.
Okay, yeah.
And there's clips of all the challenges in the video as well.
Oh, wow.
To kind of bring everything together. But yeah, everywhere that you can get the single or watch the video, there's links to the Just Giving page.
Mm-hmm.
If you fancy donating, that would be amazing to carry on raising money for cancer research. And all royalties from the song will go to cancer research forever. So, but just by listening, you're raising money for cancer research.
Which is absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Emma, thank you very much indeed
Thank
for
you.
coming in. We shall talk more in 3 weeks' time.
Can't wait.
You come in and play. In a minute or two, or just under a minute or two, we're going to have the national news headlines at 3. Then it's going to be the local music hour when my guest is Garrington T. Jones, who's been enjoying this. He's not been in the naughty corner, he's just been in the corner. And he's been enjoying the shenanigans between Emma and myself. And that will be all after these national news headlines.
Live from the Black Country.
On FM, on DAB, online, on your mobile.